Hello, everyone. Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Big Game. This is a new book from Image Comics and Millarworld. Let's talk about the creative team before we get into this. This is written by Mark Millar with art by Pepe Larraz, Giovanna Niro on colors, and letters by Clem Robbins. Uh, so, what is this Big Game? This Big Game, it's pretty much the culmination of Mark Millar's work over the past few years, where he finally decided to bring all the stuff he's been working on together. This brings out of two series mainly that are very recent, but it also involves a lot of things that he's written in the past. We'll get into that. But if you haven't been reading The Ambassadors and Nemesis Reloaded, you probably missed out on a bunch. I will say there's a high level uh, threshold for entry here, I think. But if you're in to just kind of ride along with it, I think you'll still have a good time. So let's talk a little bit about the synopsis here. This is a miniseries premiere. This is going to be 5 issues. The comics event of the summer is here. This is so top secret they can't even show the main cover because it'll spoil something. I already show you the I already show you the main cover. So just in this issue, this crossover goes very wide. Big Game pulls together series like Kick-Ass, Kingsman, Nemesis, The Magic Order, and all of the Millarworld franchises in one special event. So what happens? A quick synopsis that Image didn't give me. This is just kind of from me reading it. What happens when a world that believes that all the superheroes had been gone forever not only begins to sprout new superheroes, but also we find out that there had been darker forces pulling the strings all this time in the background. That's what this game is all. That's what this book is all about. And this is, like I said, a combination of Mark Millar bringing a lot of his properties, a lot of the franchise that he's worked on together, all the way back from back in the day, bringing him to this new series and combining them in a really fun way. It's like, what if you take all your toys and play with them all at the same time? And that's kind of what's happening here. And the cool thing is that what if the person that you're going to be playing with is Pepe Larraz, who is one of the most talented artists that have come out in the past few years? I've talked about Pepe Larraz's work on the X-Men, even went to call him maybe the X-Men artist of my generation, or at least from my taste. So speaking of that, let's take a look at some preview art here. It's fun to see Pepe Larraz do something that's a little bit more violent too. The X-Men, I think you can only push the boundaries so much before editorial pushes back. But this one goes all out, right? There's no boundaries. They can really push the envelope as much as they want. Just love the composition. I really love how Pepe Larraz just takes classic designs, because a lot of these characters you probably have seen them in the past. Um, if you've been reading all of Millar's work, I haven't. So it's really interesting to meet a lot of these new characters. So my one issue is that I wish this had like a little glossary at the back where I could see who all the characters are. That's the only thing too. I think that would have been a fun addition. But yeah, I mean, the stakes are very high, and I love as we go through the narration, just explaining what's going on. Why do we like superhero stuff so much in this world that they're building? It's because we remember and we want to bring back that era of heroes. It's a really interesting message, and also a commentary on, like, pop culture nowadays. Just a fun take on that. So I think if you're willing to put up with a little bit of not knowing exactly everything that's going on at first, um, I think you'll enjoy this. I think if you're a fan of Mark Millar's work, you'll enjoy this. Like I said, the art by Pepe Larraz is stunning. Just like the compositions that he does. Let me go back, pull up this page, because I keep looking at it on my notes. Like this battle here, like just so much fun. Like all the different colors, the energy waves. Like, after working on X-Men, you're very comfortable with working with big groups of individuals and drawing that with different power sets, and that's kind of what we're getting here. So yeah, it's really fun. There's a lot of fun surprises of some of the things that I had read before in the past, and you can kind of tell also by the covers, like who's going to be showing up and who may be important. You'll see some covers at the end of the video. So yeah, overall this was fun. They've been setting up some really nice stuff, and I think it's all kind of paying off for this. I don't know what the end goal is here, but so far I'm still on board with the ride. So if you have read this, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. As always, thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.